Hello, everyone. How are you guys doing? I am so excited to be able to talk with you guys. It's been about a week, maybe a little bit longer, and I try not to take too much time away from you all from uploading a video. I just have moments where I'm just extremely busy and I can't upload and do videos as often as I would like to, but I am working on trying to, um, find a way to record a little bit more often. I actually had a video ready to upload for you guys, but the quality of the video wasn't to my liking, and I don't want to post a video that doesn't have good quality because you all are precious to me, and I want to make sure that you receive the very best. So I hope you guys have been doing well. Like I said, I miss you all so much. I've had the opportunity to talk to a couple of my beautiful, wonderful CP moms. You guys are amazing. I just want to first say thank you for your kind words. Thank you for always having such wonderful things to say. Thank you all for the encouragement that you've given me. Thank you all for sharing my videos and for watching and tuning in. And you all are just amazing. Not only are you all amazing, but you all are so strong. I've met so many strong, wonderful women who are just taking this journey by storm. And you guys are doing it. We are doing it. We are doing it together. And I am so happy and I'm so proud of you guys. And I'm so glad to have, to meet you all. And it's just been a really, it's been such a pleasure. What I am finding is that I've been getting more requests to upload more often. The videos are really helping a lot of women pull through, answering a lot of questions, answering a lot of questions that you all have. And, I'm just so just thankful that I'm able to be in a position to really help, help you all and help myself, because being able to talk to you guys, this is also therapeutic and helpful to me also. So you all may say how much I'm helping you, but you all are helping me as well, just encouraging me to continue with the videos and sharing your your journey with me, and trusting me with some your personal information. And I just want to really quick, I want to do this disclaimer really quick because I don't want anyone to misinterpret my videos or my purpose behind my videos. So the disclaimer is that I am not a doctor. I am not a professional. I'm not a psychiatrist. I don't have a degree to, give anybody any type of psychological advice. I am here to share my experience with you guys, to bring awareness to cryptic pregnancy, to women who have had a longer, time frame of pregnancy. I know people give it different names and they may have a different definition for what their experience is, but I'm just here to share my experience and to help those who are having the same type of experiences and have questions and they need someone to talk to and to, just connect with, because it's a very, very difficult pregnancy. So I just wanted to say that from, at the beginning of this video, in case we have anybody who is watching, my videos for the first time. What I would recommend is that you go back to the previous videos that I've uploaded and watch from the very beginning when I began to explain my purpose and even to explain what cryptic pregnancy is, because some of the information, depending on what the topic of the video is, may not be repeated. So if you make a comment on this video, it could possibly be a premature comment because, like I said, previous videos have been uploaded. So you may, be coming in the middle of a statement or a comment misinformed. So my suggestion would be to go back and look at some of the other videos. Now also keep in mind that my videos are not just about cryptic pregnancies. My video is also going to be having some new content, and I know I've been saying it for a while, but I want to make sure that I am in the right headspace and in the position to do my first video, because it is a helpful tool. It is more like table talk. I'm going to be touching on some different topics. I'm going to be it's going to have definitely a spiritual content to it. It's going to be reflecting Jesus Christ, who is my Lord and Savior. I always tell people that at the top of my videos. I don't know what your personal beliefs are, or who, you choose to believe, in or not believe in, what your religious beliefs are. But I am a born again believer, and Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior. He is my reference. He is my go-to. He is my source. So when I talk about cryptic pregnancies, I give suggestions and advice. I invite people to give their life to the Lord. I also suggest that whatever you're going through, that you give it to the Lord. There are other things that I also suggest that are not necessarily spiritually based, but, very helpful in our situation. So I just wanted to say that, because a lot of people can come and look at my videos and have an opinion about something and not really understand from the top where I'm coming from and what my videos are about. My videos are to encourage, uplift, inform, and also help those who are in need in any way that I can. I am a follower of Jesus Christ. I am a believer in the Lord, and I do have other credentials, but that's not important because I'm not here for that. So I just want to move forward from that now that I've given that bit of information. So this video is probably going to be a little bit long because I haven't recorded and I haven't done one in a while. And but before I even get into I guess a current update from my last doctor's visit, and just answering a few more questions that I received, I do want to give a shout out to a couple of my CP moms. I will not mention names because I do believe in keeping people's personal information private. If they give me the okay to say their names, then okay, I will. But if I have not asked and they have not mentioned it, then I don't give names. But you know who you are. I have had the opportunity to speak with a couple of CP moms who have shared their story with me, and they are actually farther along than I am, and gave me some great information in regards to what I could be experiencing around this time frame in my cryptic pregnancy. I'm currently 22 months. So, like I said, I've spoken to moms who are farther along than I am, and I have actually had questions, and they were actually able to answer my questions and have been a blessing to me. And I just want to say thank you. You know who you are. They actually reached out to me, and the awesome thing about it is that I wasn't able to get back with them immediately, but they still continue to reach out to me, and that made me feel good, because I don't ever want someone to think that when you reach out to me and a couple of days have gone by that I'm ignoring you, because I'm not. I have people reaching out to me from not just on YouTube, but also from Facebook and Instagram. So I'm constantly in dialogue with other women, so it may take me a minute to get back to you, and if my responses are quick, please don't be offended by that. When I get a chance to really sit down and look at your questions or your statement, I need to know how to respond, and I don't want to just do it in a hurry. I really want to take the time to answer your questions responsibly. So yeah, I also wanted to just say I had a couple of other, I do have some people that reach out to me that are, I won't say they're not genuine, but for personal reasons, I may not respond. I mean, I could get into details, but I'm not because I don't think that's necessary. But there are some people who I'm not responding to, and if you take offense to that, and if you want to know why, you can ask me, and if I have the time to tell you or get into it, I will. But just know I've probably had an encounter with you before, and it wasn't pleasant. And I don't know if you think I don't remember you, but I do. I don't deal with combative people, you know. And one thing about when you get in touch with me, we don't just talk about typically. I don't just talk about CP with a lot of my moms. And the reason why is because CP goes beyond just being pregnant. CP goes beyond people being alone, people not believing that they are pregnant. It gets into the practical and personal part of a person's life. And I get asked questions all the time about what should I do? How should I handle it? What should I say? And when I give my advice or my opinion or my suggestion after you have asked for it and you don't like what I say, then it's a problem. But if you ask me, I'm going to be honest and I'm going to be candid and I'm going to be respectful. But I'm going to give you the advice that I feel is the correct answer, or I don't want to say, correct answer, I don't know, but the answer that I feel is appropriate based on the question that I was asked. And a lot of times people don't like it. So that is why I haven't responded to you, because I've dealt with you before. And many other people have dealt with you before. And if you don't like their response, then you get upset. So I'm not going to get into a debate or argument when you reached out to me. And another thing I would like to clear up, I'm not a professional. I'm not a radiologist. I am not a professional ultrasound reader, sonogram reader. So if you send me a picture of your sonogram or ultrasound and you ask me what I see and I tell you what I think that I see, it may not be 100% accurate because I'm not a professional. I can only gauge based off of my own personal experience in my situation. Now, I will say that most of the people that have thought that they've been cryptically pregnant and sent me a picture of their sonogram, I've seen babies on their sonogram, and I've communicated that to them. Some people don't know that they're having multiple. Some people don't know if they see 2 or 3 babies. Personally, I don't know how many babies I see on my sonogram. I thought it was 2 initially. That has since changed. So now I just say I'm not sure how many I'm having. I know it's multiples, but I'm not sure exactly how many, because depending on who does the ultrasound and depending on the angle of, the ultrasound and how the pictures are being taken, especially if you're getting a transvaginal, pictures are taken from all different angles, so you can see the same image of the baby from a different angle. So I've seen new images, I've seen images from different angles. I definitely know that there are multiples, but how many, I don't know. And if I see a picture of your sonogram and you show me and I don't see anything at all, I'm going to say, you know what, I don't think I can see anything. But if I can, I'll say, hey, I do see something, and this is where I see it. But I'm not going to imply that what I see is 100% absolute, because I'm not a professional. I'm only telling you what I think and what I see with my 2 eyes. These 2 little eyes, that's it. So, let's see. I'm just touching on these things because these are the kind of questions that I get. This is the kind of conversation that I end up having with people. So I just want to put it out there so when you see this video, you'll understand my dialogue with you. And to my viewers who are not cryptically pregnant, who are uninterested in CP, who have been my viewers when I was doing, when I do my mukbangs or when I do my ASMRs. I'm not sure, if I'm going to continue with my ASMR, but if I do a mukbang, and for those of you who don't know what a mukbang is, basically it's a eating where you sit down and you have a dinner or whatever it is you choose to eat for the day, and you just kind of have table talk and eat. You kind of create your own platform. Some people do food challenges. Some people actually do vlogs and videos where they cook and do different recipes and stuff like that. I'm going to get into those things, but right now I have something that's a little bit more important than that I want to talk about. So like I said, I have some other content coming. So for those of you who, I know I've been doing a lot of the CP videos, but trust and believe I have some more stuff coming your way. And I'm doing the CP videos because there's been a higher demand for them. And a lot of women are coming forth. I mean, they are coming out of the woodworks. I just cannot believe how many women are going through this. So these videos are my priority right now. I mean, I could have done seafood boils. I could have done so many other videos, but that's not the priority. And and I could have talked about certain things and had like a little story time and table talk when I did those videos. But I just have, I have a plan, and I have to stick to that plan. So, like I said, I pray that you all stay tuned. I'm hoping that this week I can get my first video out that has been pressing upon my heart for quite some time, but I refuse to do it when I'm not, I don't want to say not focused, but I need the right temperature. Not as far as the weather, but as far as my atmosphere, as far as, my focus, because like for today, I have, I'm in a space where I'm able to do my videos because everyone is out doing different things today. So it's just me at the moment, and I can process like I need to. I can't do certain videos at work. Can't do certain videos when everybody's opening and closing doors and all of that. So, so it is coming. It is coming. It is coming. And I pray, and I am praying that it blesses your life, because I know it's going to bless mine. So with that being said, like I said, this video is going to probably be lengthy, but I just think we got a lot of makeup time. We gotta get into a lot of things that I need to share with you guys. So I pray and hope that you all can stay tuned in and watch the entire video and share this video. Make these videos go viral, guys. We need to get in touch with people so that they can hear our voices, that they can understand what it is we are going through. So, okay, so let me see. Okay, so I had two things that I wanted to talk about. The first thing I'll do really quickly is I want to give you all the update from my last doctor's visit. Now, of course, I don't know if it was the last video or the video before that one, but it might be under the video that says Cryptic Pregnancy or Bubblegum Baby. Check that video out. But I think I talked about my last doctor's visit. So my next appointment is in September. When I went to the doctor, let's see, what month is it? August, May, June, July. When I went to, I think it was July, that was the last time I saw my doctor. But anyway, guys, long story short, my doctor was supposed to call me back, and I still have not gotten a call back, and it's been over a month. I called back last week. What was today? Oh yeah, I called Friday. Today is Sunday. And just, called like I normally do, and it's just like, this is, Latifah calling, and just checking to see, if the doctor's gonna give me has been able to find out any more information. Is the doctor going to call me back? It's been a month. I still haven't heard anything. And then I guess the assistant begins to say, "Oh, she still hasn't called you back." And she said, "Well, let me put you on hold. Let me grab your file." So she comes back to the phone. Well, she left a note and she was trying to get in touch with the radiologist and she still hasn't had a chance to just, the same stuff she was telling me before. And I really didn't even have anything to say. I was just like, oh, okay, I'm just checking because I haven't heard anything and it's been a month and I just, I want to know what's happening, what's going on. And the reason why I did that is because I want them to know I'm not going away, that I'm going to continue to call back and you are going to tell me something. So, and I'm also kind of like strategizing because when I go back to see her, I am just going to simply say, it's been a month. It's been 2 months since I've seen you. And I'm just going to be very candid. Like, you could have at least called me back to tell me what my blood results were. Even if you felt nothing, even if nothing changed. Or maybe you, for whatever reason, felt like there was nothing significant to tell me. At the end of the day, your words to me were you were going to call me. And that never happened. And as a patient, I just feel like that's, it's not a good bedside manner because, I'm still going through this situation and I don't, no one's talked to me about it or you haven't talked to me. I mean, I'm just kind of paraphrasing where I think the conversation is going to go. I can't sit here and say like verbatim what I'm going to say. And like I said, I'm not going to be rude and nasty and all of that. But she's going to know I'm not happy. So that's going to happen for sure. And like I said, I'm going to pray before I go to my appointment and just ask God to lead and guide my heart, to lead my words, to give me what to say. I've just been asking God to order my steps through this whole process, to even put me in the hands of the right doctors, to tell me what it is I need to do next, to be my guide because, I don't know. I really don't know. So I don't know if this would be helpful to some of you all who don't know where to go, what to do, who to turn to. I always say, just pray, ask God to show you. And a lot of times I'm sure people may say, well, I pray, but I still ain't heard nothing. I still don't know what to do. I'm still confused. Well, then if that's the case and you feel like praying is not getting you where you need to be, then go ahead and make an appointment or see a doctor or do whatever you feel you need to do for your situation because Jesus is my source. And yes, you have to use your brain and you have to think. I'm not saying set aside your intelligence and wait to hear from God to speak in a cloud. I'm not saying that. I mean, you can use wisdom, but in your practicality, Lord, just be with me. I don't know if this is the right choice. I don't know if this is the right doctor. I don't know if it's the right timing, but you know all things. And if I'm wrong, if I'm off, if this is not the right time and season, God, then you just intervene. I ask that you intervene in Jesus' name and you go on to your appointment. It's simple. It's not hard. It's not complicated, but, I had to, like I told you guys before, I had to make sure that I protect my peace. And protecting my peace meant that I had to not always go to other people to ask what I should do about my situation. I had to depend on God for that. And I'm still doing it. And yes, it's still hard. You see other women that become pregnant, and you've been pregnant all this time, and then someone shares with you that they're pregnant, and then 10 months later such and such had a boy, or such and such had a girl, and you're like, great. Sure can't wait to see what my babies are going to be. So it's not easy. It's not easy, but it's not a jealousy or envious type of thing like that, because I've been chosen for this, and I'm housing miracles. So I'm not mad about it, but it's just like, okay, I'll be able to share that news one day. But until that day comes, I'll just keep praying for my babies, and that's just the attitude that I choose to take, period, point blank. So anyway, guys, so that was the update with my doctor. Still no phone call back, and it's been over a month. I have another appointment coming up in September. So once that appointment comes, and I may do a vlog while I'm on my way there, and I may do like some clips from the doctor's office and share it with you guys, because I think that would be fun and interesting to, vlog my journey. So this is the other piece that I wanted to talk about. And I've been thinking about this one quite some time, but I don't know if it'll work. I mean, I believe that it can work, but the how to, I'm not sure. All right, so what I want to pose to you guys, and what I would really like to do, is I want us to try to come together. I would like for us to find a meeting place or a location where all of the CP moms can come together to have a meeting. And I know that everybody is from different places all over the world. We got people from Ghana. We got people from Washington, D.C. We have people from Tennessee, Louisiana, Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia. We have people from Scotland. We have people from the UK. We have people, so I know that everyone is not in a position to travel. And I get that. So what I would suggest is that we're not going to just do it one time. And what I would need is for someone to take the lead for their region. So I live in Washington, D.C. I'm in the Maryland, the Maryland, Virginia, and D.C. area, what they call the DMV. So I'm in the D.C., Maryland, and Virginia area. That's where I am. So then I would try to organize a group to come together to meet for my region, and for people that are maybe like 8 hours. If you're like 8 hours or less, then we can find a meeting place for this region. So let's say if you are 10 hours plus, or if you're in Atlanta, Georgia, whoever is closer to your region that is 8 hours or less, then that group of people will meet with you guys in your region. And for every time, each how can I say it? Each region, whatever your date and time and location is to meet, you guys go live that, at that date and time, so that everybody can, log in and be present, at your meeting. So I want to meet you guys. That's what I would like to do. I want to meet you guys, because what I would like to do is I want to come up with a strategy and a plan so that we can have our voices heard. So that, I don't know if we can get in touch, because I don't know if we can get in touch with Fox 5 News, Fox 7, WJLK. I don't know what your news, channel is in your area or your region, or whatever like that, but we need a strategy, we need a plan, we need our voices to be heard. So that means we're going to have to come together so that we can get this done, because we need fair medical treatment. I had the privilege of seeing a video, and I know some of you may have seen it already, where one of my CP moms shared a video with me about a lady who had gotten pregnant. I don't know if she got pregnant in 2005 or 2009. I don't know what year it was, but the video was from 2011. And she was already, I don't know how many years pregnant she was, but she had been pregnant a long time. And whoever was doing the video was describing to them the type of pain she was having. She called her pregnancy an abdominal pregnancy. And she said she had been going to doctors, and she said she had been going to the hospital so much that they told her she cannot come back to the hospital. That they were not going to treat her. They did not want to see her. Do not come back. She literally got turned away. And she said that she had been experiencing, she said her baby had been in her so long and was so big that her organs were pressed against her body and coming up through her chest. But her organs and stuff were pressed. And when she talked, you could hear how her voice was, I can't describe the word that she used, but you can tell she was talking like she wasn't at full voice because of the pressure from the baby. And she said the baby must have been trying to move or turn itself. And she said she was just giving a description of how her stomach was, the baby was so far out from trying to turn, she just felt like she was dying. I posted the video on my Facebook page. I will try to somehow get this video up so you guys can see it if you haven't seen it already. But it broke my heart because she had a two-part video. This was when I was looking at the comments the other day from her video, the comments were from 7 years ago. And it's 2019, and I'm not even sure if this woman has had her baby yet. I don't even know if she's had the baby yet. And the video was from 7 years ago. But on the video, whoever was recording her, she was sharing, her experience, and she even had documents. She had documents where you can see the baby looked like a toddler. That's how big the skeletal structure of the baby was, and they know that it's a baby. They know that she has a baby inside of her, but nobody will help her. No doctor will help deliver this baby. I don't know how she's able to deal with it. And I will not say anything negative because I am not in her situation. But I tell you, I had so much compassion for her. I just prayed for her. Because I'm like, Lord, I can imagine the extent of pain and agony and distress that she has gone through. And she was even crying on one of the videos because the baby started moving while she was being recorded. And you could just see tears just coming down her face because she was in so much pain and she was so uncomfortable. And she in one of the comments, I think it was a guy, and he made a comment, yeah, my wife has the same kind of pregnancy you have. She has a cryptic pregnancy. And she said, well, I don't have a cryptic pregnancy. I have an abdominal pregnancy. It's not a cryptic pregnancy. I didn't really get into all of the comments because I don't, people are just trolls and rude, and I just didn't have time to, I was just really looking to see if she had the baby. That's why I was in the comments. And to see how she was doing and praying that she was doing well. But I just can't imagine it is now 2019. And even back when she was first pregnant, she should have gotten help. And I was just like, I pray she's still not in the same position. I really, really was. But I don't know what her position is now. So if any of you know who I'm talking about or know what video I'm speaking of, comment below and tell me if you've heard anything about her situation or if she has had the baby or what's going on. And can we all just pray for her? I can't even remember her name, to be honest, and that's not important. Just pray for the CP mom in the video that Latifah was talking about. I don't know, but I really want to pray for her because I can't imagine the level of distress that she has gone through. So if you know who I'm talking, if you know what video I'm speaking of, or who she is, or if you've heard more about her story, comment below and let me know what's going on with her. And keep her lifted in prayer, please. So anyway, guys, so I want us to get together. I want us to come up with a way where we can all meet, even if it's about 10 of us or however many people are able to travel. You know, we can make it for a Friday, and stay at a hotel or somewhere overnight to get rest to get back on the road. If you are interested in being a team lead for your region, to try to plan something to have all of our CP moms come together so we can strategize a way to raise our voices. And I also want to get t-shirts made. So if you know anyone that can make t-shirts, if you know anyone that's a graphic designer who has great ideas and to give us a logo for our shirts and for CP moms, I would love to hear your ideas. I have an email address, and it's called, I think it's Latifah's Meet and Eat at gmail.com. I believe that's it, because I have so many different connections, social media wise, because of my YouTube channel. But if you want to communicate with me, the best way to communicate with me is either via email, or you can DM me on Facebook. I am Latifah Show on Facebook. LATIFAH, I think that's how I spell it. Show, SHOW. On Facebook. I have a private account, so you're not going to just be able to, see my page and my personal information. I don't typically, you can send me a friend request, but I don't respond to all of them. But you can DM me and we can connect that way. What I'm also going to do when I do my next video, I'm going to try to write this down so I can remember. I'm going to create a email address or a Gmail account to do emails just for cryptic pregnancies, so that we can, because I need a solid way to communicate and go back and forth with you guys, and I don't want to use my personal emails for that. So I'm going to create a separate email account for CP moms. So scratch the Latifah's Meet and Eat email, because, I don't know. Let me think about it. Don't scratch it yet. I'll post on another video what my email address is going to be. But in the meantime, just send me a DM via Facebook. And I will try my best to respond to each of you. And I'm going to do that quickly, because I know a lot of you may have a lot of great ideas that you want to share. So I want to meet you. I want to meet some of my CP moms so that we can see what we can do to bring awareness to our situation, and not be made like, some circus monkey, how people want to just take your situation and use it as a way to promote something for themselves, or not take us serious, or use us as a guinea pig or whatever like that. I'm not the one, or the two, or the three, or the four. That's not going to happen. So what I would suggest is that you pray and ask God to help bring some light to what it is we would like to do, and to open up a door for us so that we can bring awareness to our situation. And I want to also encourage you guys to continue to watch my videos, because it's not going to just be about CP. It's going to be about some other really exciting things. So stay tuned and support your sister, because I got some good stuff for you guys coming. Yeah, I do. Let's see, what else? I had so much, because, like I said, I haven't uploaded a video in a while, so I'm trying to get it all in. But I definitely want us to come together. Again, I need team leads for each region. I don't want anyone to travel more than 8 hours unless you choose to. If you choose to travel and you're in a position where you can fly or drive or train it or bus it or whatever you want to do, That is totally up to you. But I wouldn't want someone to have to travel too far because of gas and other expenses. I'm very sensitive to those things because not everyone can afford to travel. What I also would like to do is anybody that would like to donate money or a way, or maybe even meet someone somewhere to maybe pick up another CP mom who doesn't have transportation, but they want to come to the meeting. Maybe you all can work that out to help pick someone up. So, they don't have to spend money. You can work out the details with that other person, but I would like to try to do it. Let's see. I know the fall is drawing near. I don't know how soon we can do it. And I just don't want it to be too far off, but I guess that will still be up in the air just depending on everybody's circumstances and situations. I definitely don't want to travel in the winter. But other people, it may not be winter where they are. It may be another season where they are. So again, I can't determine that, but I would like to try to do it within the next 6 months or sooner. You guys think that's possible? What do you think? Tell me what you think. Give me your comments. Tell me how tell me if you have any ideas. And I may not be able to make a comment to everybody's suggestion or post. And the reason